Hey Future Twig, past Twig here once again with another card call out for everyone. Today's card we're looking at is Ordeal of Nylea. It's an aura enchantment, 1 green, 1 colorless, and it has the ability to, of course, enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then, if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, sacrifice this aura. So it helps to buff a creature initially. But here's the critical part. When you sacrifice this aura, for any reason, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So this is actually a very powerful form of mana ramping, basically. This is effectively kind of like a Harrow or Rampant Growth on a stick. And it's very powerful because there's a lot of different synergies, especially in green, that take care of enchantments and auras. So let's get into some of them. But first, this card currently is 12 cents, according to I always do that, according to Scryfall. And if you go by EDH rec, of course, it's just a little bit more. The reason I'm so excited, though, is that this card's actually used in a couple more decks. It's used in about 31,000 decks, or about 1% of all decks on EDH rec. So definitely more popular than others, but still very underplayed, very undervalued, I think. So let's get into some of the synergies that we have with this card today. So first off, right off the bat, we got Mazzy, True Swords Paladin, which of course desires all of the enchanted creatures because then they can attack your opponents. You can get +1/+1 counters on them. They get trample, all sorts of great stuff. And whenever that enchantment is sacrificed, it is immediately exiled from the graveyard while Mazzy's out, and until the end of the next turn, you can recast it. So not only do you get that initial proc of 2 lands, but you can basically keep mana ramping yourself by keep on casting Ordeal of Nylea, because it's very cheap. If it goes off once, it's paid for itself. It's fantastic. Moving along into other kind of synergies, you can play more into the +1/+1 counter theme. So we have Moriarty of the Frost here, which of course can basically copy creatures, and if it's a creature, it comes in with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Well, if you think about it, if Moriarty comes in as a creature that, say, has haste and can attack immediately, it comes in with additional +2, +1/+1 counters on it. It attacks, Ordeal of Nylea, if she's on top of it, will immediately give it +1 more, and then it will be instantly sacrificed. So there's other ways you can ramp using Moriarty of the Frost, or a general +1/+1 counter themes, of which I cannot name all the different commanders that use that. There's a ton. And last but not least of our synergies is Chishiro the Shattered Blade, which is like the perfect commander for this card because he desires auras and equipment entering the battlefield, so he creates monsters. And at the beginning of your intercept, you put +1/+1 counters on all of your modified creatures. Auras, of course, count as modifications. So this is literally a beautiful effect where you get value as the enchantment enters. With Ordeal of Nylea, you get value as the enchantment stays on the field and as the creature attacks, and you get value when an Ordeal of Nylea inevitably gets sacrificed because the creature dies and it goes to the graveyard. So, all in all, Chishiro, I would say Ordeal of Nylea is an absolute slot-in for that deck. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you once again for tuning in to another card call out, and talk to you all next time. Take care.